To Tony Romo, the quarterback coming off a back surgery last December did not take any competitive snaps in training camp, and Jason Garrett says he will not play in the preseason opener against the Chargers. Coach still hanging out with us. You love the Cowboys. Okay.
You know, you did play for the Eagles, but I think somewhere deep
Oh, I was a Cowboy fan growing up.
Yep, he said that on the show.
Oh, yeah. Ward number 22 in high school, college. Loved Bob Hayes.
Really?
And I went to Philadelphia.
Changed things. What do you expect from Tony Romo this season?
I expect this. Tony Romo had a really good year last year. 31 touchdown passes, 10 interceptions. Tony Romo needs to be helped with the run game. That's the problem with this football team. When they were 7th in running the football, all right, that was 2009. They were 11-5, won the division. They need to run the ball to help Tony Romo, but also to help this defense. In the preseason, not a problem with him not playing a whole bunch. When I had Vinny Testaverde, a veteran quarterback, I allowed him to play about 40 plays. That was it. That's all he got. Didn't need to play anymore. That's all he needed. So Tony Romo will be scheduled to play a certain amount of plays. But if the Dallas Cowboys want to move on and become a playoff team, they can compete in the division. They're actually 5-1. They had the best division record. Now, their problem is this. When the light gets real bright, and that happens to be in December, they don't play very well. They're 1-3. This was the worst defense in captivity last year. 32nd. There's only 32 teams in the NFL, right? Mm-hmm. They were 8-8 with a 5-1 record. So as bad as we talk about the Cowboys, and I get all that, and every time something happens, a guy misses a tackle, guess what? We blame Tony Romo. And I get it, because Tony Romo's one of those guys, when you think about his career, there have been big moments in games where Tony Romo made errors. And that's how we look at him. Look at one of those guys like, you know what, this guy's, he's not no good. I don't know if he's no good. He's been at the right place at the wrong time. You got to help this guy. I think if you help him with the run game, Tony Romo can get this team maybe in the playoffs.
This season?
Maybe.
Okay.
Saying maybe.
All right.
5-1 last year.
Okay.
8-8 football team.
Coach says maybe they're in the playoffs this season.
If they run the football, to help the defense and to help Tony Romo. They won't do it, though. Jason Garrett won't do it. He's a pass coach. He won't do it.
Scott Linehan, new coordinator.
3 coordinators. Who going to call the plays,
I
Coach?
don't know. Bill Callahan.
You want to get involved in that, too?
Yeah, I would like to.
Go ahead, Skip. Oh, I could already know he don't like Tony.
Y'all finished?
Yeah, we finished. Go ahead.
I'm just getting started.
I'm just giving you the numbers.
No, Coach.
Hold on, give it to me. Give it to me.
You know what I don't like about coaches?
What you don't like about coaches?
Because see, I can say this, but you know I love you. But
I wear 2 hats now.
Let me tell you.
Coach and player.
I'm talking coach.
Player.
Let me tell you what I don't like about. And, you know, you and all the coaches that come to. This is what really gets on my nerves.
What?
When y'all are assembling a team and assembling a roster,
yeah,
y'all don't just take into account individual talents of players. Y'all take into account potential impact, the psychological impact guys can have on a team inside and outside that locker room, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
I understand the stuff about Tony Romo in the big moments. But we also can't ignore the contagious residual effect it has on the rest of the team.
Okay.
So even though Tony Romo isn't the one making all the mistakes, he's the ringleader. Ooh. There is no doubt.
Put it in his place.
Look, man, stop.
Okay.
Here's the deal.
Go ahead.
You got a coach who should be a coordinator, who actually wants to be the coordinator while he's the head coach, okay? You got 2 other coordinators battling with themselves and him. You got an owner, okay, with his son who can't make up their mind who to listen to, and you wondering what the problem is with the Cowboys? And so what I'm saying to you is this. We got Des Bryant entering a contract year. You got Terrence Williams playing on the opposite side who they feel they have faith in, which is why they was willing to let go of Miles Austin and why he's in Cleveland, okay? You got DeMarco Murray, who the last 8 games last year, Skip, was the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL.
I like
him.
And
went to his first Pro Bowl. And you're still 8-8. These are the Cowboys, man. And then here's the deal. You got the herniated disc from Tony Romo, right? Well, he's just fine. Remember when we were talking about that just weeks ago? He's just fine. You know, he's feeling good. The rehab went well. Not a preseason game's been played yet, and he ain't ready to go. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
We had surgery.
Listen. All I'm saying is this. He had the surgery But he was still out there, and they were talking about, well, maybe he's going to play and trying to teach. Dallas ain't nothing but hype. This is who they are. And all I'm saying is, would you have the decency on first take to admit it? They're just hype, man. I mean, that's what they are.
That's what I said.
They ain't. And that's not good enough.
I understand that.
And I'm tired of you. And get that smile off your face. You know what I'm saying.
I'm not smiling.
This is ridiculous, man. The Cowboys, we actually asked a question about the Cowboys. They stunk. Now, the only reason why there's optimism for the Dallas Cowboys is because it can't get worse. Defensively, you were ranked number 32. You were ranked 30th against the pass, 27th against the run. You stink. It's who you are. Sean Lee's gone. He ain't available. But somehow, some way, we're going to try to make a case for them. I'm so sick of them. I swear to goodness. I mean, I just can't take it, man.
Hey, why are you hitting me?
Time out.
For the Eagles.
Go ahead.
That's his Cowboys.
Time out.
Go ahead.
It's true.
Get on your horse.
Could Carrie please help me and
Can't help you now.
reiterate what the question was here? I want to know what the question was.
What
What do you
You know exactly what the question is.
Tony Romo this season?
What do you expect from Tony Romo this season?
Nothing.
I heard no answer from Stephen A. Smith about Tony Romo.
Started
I
off
heard
saying
his
nothing.
usual diatribe against my Dallas
said
Cowboys.
nothing to
You
start it
used
off.
it as an excuse
Cowboys.
to launch on the Cowboys.
Come on, Jerry. Come on, Jerry. I'm just doing the last
What am I going to do?
He's the
Hold on, tell me. What am I supposed to do, Skip? You keep asking me the same question.
So I'm
going to
ask you a simple question. Very simple question.
Go ahead.
What do you expect from Tony Romo this year?
Skip Bayless, what I said was absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Another 8-8 season.
Okay,
which
but
I've said
that's
10
not
times.
from Tony Romo. Coach pointed out to start his very thoughtful answer, an insightful answer.
Okay.
Tony Romo, 31 touchdown passes to only 10 interceptions last year. What do I expect from Tony Romo? At least that much this coming year, if he stays healthy at age 34, coming off fairly serious back surgery. And I believe he will stay healthy because he's going to be playing behind what I think might be the best offensive line in pro football. I said it because they gave money to Tyron Smith the other day,
Yes, the
player.
and it was the best solid money Jerry Jones has spent in
That's
about
right.
10 years.
He deserves every penny of it.
He is a cornerstone left tackle. And these kids they just drafted, Travis Frederick and Zach Martin, I think they can play.
They can
and
play.
Doug Free can play.
They can play.
All of a sudden, he is protected by the best line in football. DeMarco Murray, why did he have those 8 games? Because the offensive line began to gel. He wants the ball more, and God bless him, I hope he gets the ball more.
If they want to win.
Thank you. And you're throwing it to Dez and Jason Witten and Terrence Williams and Cole Beasley, who I like. I like Cole Beasley. So you know what I expect? I expect the Dallas Cowboys to have just maybe the most explosive offense in all of pro football. Now, if you ask me my bottom line, I think they'll go 6-10 with that offense because the defense looks like it could be worse than it was last year.
But see, that's where you got to protect them. By running the football.
Okay.
Don't allow them to go on the field.
Yeah.
You got to manage the game with your offense.
Coach,
Yes,
Coach,
sir.
Coach.
Yes,
See,
sir.
this is what I'm saying. This is how y'all hoodwink the public.
No,
Let me tell you how.
It's
Let me
football.
tell you how. Let me
Let me
finish.
in.
I have always been on the record saying from a statistical perspective, Tony Romo is up there. He's no scrub. I'm sorry, this 31 touchdowns, 10 interceptions he threw last year, do y'all know when else he did that? 2 years earlier when they were 8-8 too. I mean, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference.
So was it his fault they were 8-8?
Yes.
How?
Yes, because Skip.
He missed tackles, like Coach said. He missed a bunch of
Ultimately,
tackles. both those
Ultimately,
years.
I'm not saying it's all his fault. If you really want to get to the real point of blame, it's really Jerry Jones. It's really Jason Garrett, who shouldn't be a head coach as far as I'm concerned. I think Tony Romo would be a star anywhere but in Big D. It's the fact that it's the Dallas Cowboys that contaminated him, and that's what's happened. But what I'm saying to you is this. Tony Romo's going to do what he's going to do. You're talking about the defense. You got to help them. But you're on the record, Coach. They know what they should do and won't do it because they're
That's
the Cowboys,
what I say.
which is why I said they're an accident waiting to happen because they know what they're supposed to do and won't do it just because of who they are.
America, that's your team, the Cowboys.
It is America's team. And you know why? They scored the 5th most points in the league last year.
So?
They were only 6 points short of tying for second with the Chicago Bears. So this year, I'm going to say they scored the most points in the league because I love their offense.
It's going to make it worse.
What sells tickets, Jerry? Offense.
No, so you're saying,
am I right?
Hold on, Gary.
So
you're saying that the Dallas Cowboys is going to be the #1 ranked offense and still win just 6 games.
That's what I said.
6-10.
Well, what was the most? Wait. What was the most entertaining football game the whole regular
Denver,
season?
Dallas.
It was 51-48 at Jerry's World.
right.
And what happened? Tony Romo threw for 506 yards against Denver, and right on schedule, wrong place, right time, right place, wrong time. He throws an interception that loses the football
Look at what
game.
you're saying.
Yeah. Okay.
#1 offense going to win 6 games.
Okay, well, I said it. I'm being
That's all I'm
honest.
saying.
I'm being objective.
Coach says that they may make the playoffs if they run the ball.
If they will
Manage the game.
but they won't do it.
They won't? They don't hear you.
These two guys are right. It's the Cowboys. They can't help themselves.
You don't expect much.
You just know. You just know. Look. I drive down this road.
Sure.
I'm going to get a flat tire because there's nails everywhere. But let me drive down anyway. That's the Cowboys. Let me just drive down there anyway because I'm the Cowboys. This is who they are.
That's what they do.
It's who they are. It's a shame.
Yeah, but everybody watches them drive down that road.
And get the flat tire.
That's what they care
Coach,